Hi everyone, so in today's lesson we're going to take a look at the second line of Shuffling Blues. We're going to start off by taking a look at the first four notes on line 2, and you'll see it says 0 0 on the fourth line of our tablature. That's 2 D notes, and then there is a second fret on the third string, and then a third fret note on the second string. So that's D, D, A, and then another D on the second string. And all of these notes rather, last half a beat each, and they go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. You'll notice that if that very last note on the third fret, if you look above your tablature, there is a curved line over that note, and it's joining it onto a crotchet. And what that is really telling us is that this note lasts for another beat, so it also lasts for beat number 3. So if I was to play this really slowly and hopefully allowing you to hear that last note ringing out for beat number 3 as well. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. And then you have to finish this bar off, you have a C note, which is on the first fret of the second string. So it goes like this. And you can hear how I'm allowing that third fret note to ring out. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so just have you might want to pause the video and just play that first bar a few times. And just bearing in mind what I said in the first video about using your alternate picking and allowing yourself to play this with a sort of a swing feel that we talked about in video 1. And the next bar, you'll see there we have 8 notes. They're all quavers, all lasting half a beat each. So it says 0 0 on the 5th string, so that's an A. And then we've got it says 2 2 on the 3rd string, so that's 2 A's. So we've got another 2 A's, just we're playing an A in a different place. And it says 2 zeros after that on the 3rd string, that's 2 G notes. And then we have two fret notes on the 4th string, if that makes sense. So it says 2 2 on the 4th string, and they're E notes. So playing it like this. Basically pretty much the same as the very first bar on line 1. So if I was to put these first 2 bars together, okay, so bar number 3 only has 4 notes, okay, in it, and they all last, well, most of them last just half a beat each. The last one's slightly different. So if I was just to play these first 4 notes, so it's 0 0 on the 5th string, which is an A. Then we have an E note, which is 2nd fret, 4th string, and then we have an A note, which is 2nd fret, 3rd string. Now if you were to look above your tablature and look at the very last note, you'll see that we again have another curved line, and this time it's joined to a minim, or a note that lasts 2 beats. And what that is telling us is that this note now, the last note basically rings out for an extra 2 beats. It's tied onto a minim, and it means that it's also taking up beats 3 and 4. So if I was to play that, it goes 3 4. Then you can hear how I'm holding down that note as I count out 3 4. 3 4. So playing the first 3 bars of line 2 goes like this. Okay, so when you eventually reach then to bar number 4, it starts off with a rest. So we have to start off with our guitar being silent or quiet, and this rest lasts for half a beat. So what I'm going to do is play the third bar and then do the rest, just to show you how you go from playing bar number 3 to starting off with the rest in bar number 4. So it goes like this: 3, 4, rest. And how I do my rest in this case is I just use my picking hand just to lightly touch the strings, just to silence the guitar. So I'll do that again. 3, 4, rest. Now I'm going to play the notes now that we find in bar 4. But before I do that, I'm going to just highlight a couple of things. You'll see here that what we're in fact doing is playing 2 notes or 2 strings at the same time. Now to do that with your fretting hand, this hand you use to press down the strings, put your first finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, then put your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, okay? And once you've done that, we're now going to talk about what you need to do with your picking hand here. So you're playing strings 3 and 4 together, okay? So you need to practice just being able to play these 2 strings together, okay? The reason I say that is that it's very easy at the start to maybe play 3 strings or maybe even the bottom 4 strings like a chord. But we need to try and avoid that and just practice playing these 2 strings on their own. It's almost like a strum, but you're not strumming all the way down, you're just playing those 2 notes. So these notes go like this. Okay, I'll play that for you again just so you can hear the rhythm. Okay, so if I was to call that, it goes and 2 and 3, 4. If I was to clap it out, and 2 and 3, 4, and 2 and 3, 4. So here I go again, and 2 and 3, 4. So practice just getting that right. Rest, and 2 and 3, 4. So I'm just going to play all the first 4 bars. Okay, so you know how that all sounds. 3, 4, rest. Okay. So again, if you're not too sure about the rhythm of these notes, you can always download the track or just keep rewinding the video until you feel that you've got it in your head. So the last kind of sort of groups of notes there, see those last 2 sets of notes? If you look above your tablature, you'll see that they have a very small, tiny dot underneath the notes. Okay, if you look at the last 2 sets of notes there, the crotchets at the very end of the bar. And the reason for that is that little dot means that we are playing those notes, what is referred to as staccato. And you think, well, Andrew, what on earth do you mean by staccato? Well, maybe at the very beginning of your lessons, I would have told you to always let the notes ring out, and sometimes I would have said to you, let the notes breathe, let the notes ring out. But staccato means the exact opposite. Staccato means that you almost cut the notes short, or you stop allowing them to ring out. Okay, and it gives you this sort of very kind of snappy, very kind of clipped sound when you're playing. Now to do that, so it's only the last sort of 2 sets of notes that you do that. So when you're playing this, you let these notes ring out, they ring out, and then the last sort of couple of notes, they're the sort of the clipped ones, the ones that are staccato. So the easiest way to do your staccato is basically, once you play the notes, okay, is to take the pressure off the strings with your fretting hand. In other words, the hand that you're pressing down the strings on. So you might be able to see it too on the video, but what I'm doing is, once I play the notes, I'm just taking the pressure off the strings. I'm not taking my fingers right off. I'm not doing that. I'm keeping my fingers on the strings, but just sort of letting the pressure go. Okay, not holding them down. Okay, so it goes like this. And that was me doing the staccato. So the way I like to kind of count this out is go and 2 and short, short. The reason I use the word short, short is to remind me to make the notes sound short. Okay, so I go like this. Short, 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 short. And again, the way I'm doing that staccato is just taking the pressure off the strings the moment I play the notes. Short, short. Okay, so I'm going to play the first 4 bars of line 2. Okay, see how that goes. 3, 4, rest. Short, short. I'm going to play that without doing all the commentary. Okay, and then finally at the very end, again we're doing playing 2 notes at the same time, which is sometimes referred to as double stops. But this time we are putting our second finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and we're playing strings 3 and 4. So what we're doing here is we're playing sort of 2 quavers. So we go 1 and after that there's a short rest. So again, we need to use our hand on the strings, our picking hand, to do the rest. So we go. So there's my rest. 1 and rest. 1 and then the next 2 notes there that are played together, they last for half of beat 2, the second half of beat 2, and also beats 3 and 4 because they're tied. So if I was to play this last bar, it goes like this: 1 and rest and 3, 4. 1 and rest and 3, 4. And I'll play it without talking so you can hear it. And just remember to do that little rest. 1 and, do that again. 1 and rest, 3, 4. Okay, so if I was just to play the last 2 bars, okay, just so you can get the feel of that. And you might just need to practice the last 2 bars on their own for a little while until you get the feel of it. So it goes da 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 da. If I was singing it, sorry about the singing. Okay, so I'm just going to play all of line 2. Okay, so quite a challenging second line there, but I'm sure with lots of practice you'll get there. And as I said, you might want to just practice the last 2 lines on their own until you get those. Okay, and I'll see you in the next Zoom lesson.